Welcome to On the Edge with JP Devine from Central Maine Sunday. On the Edge with JP Devine audio is made possible by our subscribers like you. Thank you for listening and supporting local journalism in Central Maine. Now here's JP Devine.
The last days of Hollywood. Breaking news. WGA and SAG-AFTRA, that's the Writers Guild and Actors Guild, are striking against the MPTP. It's the Association of Motion Picture and Television Producers, plus streamers like Amazon Video, Apple TV Plus, Netflix, and Hulu. Got it? Okay, here's what it looks like in plain English. The majority of actors in Screen Actors Guild are flipping burgers, selling cars, or real estate. I sold books. Nothing has changed. Once upon a time, long ago, I was a part-time film actor. It wasn't what I started out to be. I just wanted to go on the stage, and that meant theater. I dreamed as a boy of being a professional actor, winning a Tony, and touring the world with a fetching damsel. I did have a fetching damsel. She who was in a play with an actor who became a movie star, but it was me, a skinny boy from nowhere she fell in love with. She had graduated from the American Academy and joined me in a long career of stage work, and we were happy, and still are. But Hollywood called, and it was just the beginning. After a 28-year stint of large and small parts in Hollywood, I got picked up by the Los Angeles Times as a freelance writer, a job that many, like my friend, the gracious Ray Bradbury, who said that writing was where I belonged. He was right. In those 28 years, I spent a lot of hot days walking the streets on strike with a sign. There was always a strike going on now, as there is now. Strikes were fun then. It was where you met girls. What are you doing after the strike? Was the standard pickup line. From time to time, I was a comedian. Comics and comedians are what Kurt Vonnegut Jr. called a grand falloon, a group of people who outwardly choose to have a shared identity, but whose mutual association is meaningless. None of us who stood in the street outside of comedy clubs waiting for our 5 or 15 tops minute on stage ever knew at first that there was a union for grand falloons called AGVA, the American Guild of Variety Artists, a guild that you had to join if you hoped to play the pro clubs in LA and New York. Most of us were just there just to catch the eyes of television producers who had people who scouted all the comedy clubs so that we could get a series and meet girls. We hoped to join the ranks of television comics and then move into films. Nobody wanted to stand in parking lots outside of clubs until they died. We wanted to be famous now. It's 2023. Actors are on the streets again, making demands they won't get. They'll get a few eventually, but only a few. A year for a struggling actor is 10 years long. After a while, Joe and Jeannie will lose their house and get a cheaper car. You have to have a car. Eventually, they'll take their kids out of the pricey Catholic or Jewish schools and put them in the schools, where the good drugs live. Then one day, the hopefuls will cave and take the best of what's offered. End of story. Robert Towne, who wrote the movie Chinatown, described Hollywood like Chinatown. It's not just a place on the map of Los Angeles, but a condition of total awareness, almost indistinguishable from blindness. Dreaming you're in paradise and waking up in the dark. That's Chinatown. And that's Hollywood today.
Thanks for listening to On the Edge with JP Devine. On the Edge with JP Devine audio is made possible by our subscribers like you. Thank you for supporting local journalism in Central Maine.